Hey, dude.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you, man?
Good, how are you?
All right, all right. I feel like it's been a while again since we've done this.
Not as long as the last
Not
hiatus.
as long. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Have you gotten any episodes in for the Charger podcast
Yeah.
since then?
Well, Thursday Thursday was the last one, and then we did a Twitter Spaces on Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is that?
It's it's like a live. You go live, but it's audio only. Anybody can join in, and other people can talk too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I do not know that one that well. Um, Sorry, I'm like still trying to get comfortable here. Uh, so what's up with the week? Anything? Anything interesting? Did you go anywhere? Do anything?
Yeah, went to Legoland with the family. We did. They have a thing called Brick or Treat. It's a Halloween thing. They got all the decorations. It's pretty cool because there's all these stations where kids can get candy. I got some candy too, but yeah, they give you these little bags, and you just put a bunch of candy in there. So it's fun. We had a
Okay.
little fun. Yeah, my son loved it. He loves all the spooky Halloween stuff, so it was a good
Oh,
time.
he does.
Yeah,
He's not scared or nothing, huh?
no, I mean, like the more mature stuff, he'd get scared, but
Yeah.
Legoland, he doesn't get scared.
You should just move over there. It seems like every time I ask you where you were, you're at freaking Legoland.
Yeah, we like it there. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. Anything there for adults, or it's just mostly for kids? I think like I asked you maybe that before.
Yeah, mostly for kids, but they have some roller coasters. Yeah, I've been on those, and uh, all the rides are fun, man. Even the kid rides, like they have a submarine ride that's kind of like the Disneyland one, except they have real sharks, real stingrays, real fish. So that one's pretty cool. Uh,
Okay. And the roller coasters are like, I mean, they're for adults. They're just not like scary or anything.
yeah, not too scary. No like loops or anything.
No loops.
Yeah,
It's not like Six Flags.
no.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
But still cool. But see, I don't know if I'd go there, by myself, like without a kid. I feel like it'd be weird.
Yeah, I think they have
Am I
a
right?
yeah. I know they used to have a rule where you couldn't go there without a kid. They might still have that.
No.
Yeah, yeah. So
No way. I did not know that.
yeah, I had wanted to go there for a while, but before I had my son, yeah.
Creep. I just told you there's no way I'd go by myself because it'd be creepy and you've been wanting to go by yourself. You should have kept that one to yourself, dude. But that's cool, man. That's good that you get to enjoy that with him and that he enjoys it so much too.
Yeah, yeah. They have a lot. They have an aquarium too, so that's pretty cool, and a water park. So tons of stuff there. Yeah.
Cool, man. Um,
So what about you?
well, I went to a gay club.
Oh yeah.
I could tell you about that a little bit.
Okay. What happened with that?
Well, there's a lot of gays.
Yeah,
Um,
as you would expect.
as you would expect. It's funny actually. So why did we go? We did something. Oh, we were at a brewery and I was with like three other girls and they're like, "Oh, let's go to this big gay club. It's super cool." And I'm like, just drop me off real quick and then see you guys later.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, you homophobe and this stuff and that." And I'm like, "I'm not. I've been to freaking gay bars. I go to one in nearby actually. I don't have a problem with it, to be honest with you. But here's the difference. I knew that this one was going to be like super gay, dude. And I knew that.
Yeah.
And the one that I go to, you could say it's a little more tamed. I don't know what other word to use. Uh, it's but it's chill. Everybody minds their business, dude. We're just there. There's stuff there. There's it's a cool little spot. There's games you can play and bar. There's dance floors, DJ, all this sort of stuff. Not the club, but this bar that I go to. And but there's also straight couples there. So there's a little bit of everything, and so um, and so I knew going to this other place that it wasn't going to be like that. And there were a few straight couples, but the majority was not. You know, it was um, females and like dudes and a bunch of dudes. And we pulled up to the parking lot, and I turned to the girls and I go, "There's way too many guys in line right now." But there really wasn't. I was just joking and throwing, kind of giving them shit and all that the whole time. Um, but we get in, and it definitely was mostly dudes. There was a ton of dudes, and but there was plenty of girls too, and everyone was just having a good time. And like I said, nobody just. What are they gonna do to you? They're not gonna do anything to you. It's just we're just people, and we're just having a good time. I don't care, dude. I don't care what or who or when or he, she, why, them, all that stuff. I don't care about all that stuff, bro. To me, everyone's a human being, and that's it. That's all I care about. If you're cool with me, then I'm cool with you. I don't the labels. I know maybe some people get upset, but this label stuff, the he, they, and all that. Maybe I'm too old, dude. I don't fucking understand it. Okay, and
Yeah,
and maybe it pisses someone off. I don't know, but I'm not. You know, I don't want to disrespect anybody. If I don't understand it, it's just me being dumb, I guess. But because I view everyone as just as people, I don't care. That stuff
yeah,
don't matter to me. You know.
yeah. It shouldn't matter. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're all the same, man. You just gotta treat everybody with respect, and you know, what they do with their own life, who cares? I mean, you know, it's it doesn't affect us, so
That's it right there.
yeah, yeah,
If it's not bothering me in some way or affecting me in some way, why it doesn't change my life?
yeah,
Then who the hell cares, man? I never understood that. I never understood racism and I don't to me none of that stuff is to me I don't even think about it. You know? I don't care. It doesn't the stuff it's not us. So, I'm not worried about it. I partied with you and some skinheads last week, man, or a couple weeks ago.
yeah, yeah. If you don't know the story, watch the last episode.
Yeah, I mean, I'll party with anyone, bro. It don't matter to me.
Yeah, yeah,
Freaking skinheads, gang members, gay people. I don't care, dude. Bring everybody on. Like I said, as long as everybody's cool with me, I'm gonna be cool back. It's all that matters to me. I don't
yeah,
care about all the stuff and the labels, bro. It doesn't matter.
yeah. One of my good friends at Comic Con, the guy who actually got me into this writing thing, he's gay. Um, yeah, he's black and he's gay and cool dude, man. I like hanging out with him, so it doesn't matter, man.
It doesn't, bro. It really doesn't. And it and like you said earlier, it doesn't affect you, but it's about respect. But with any human being, no matter what, but it's just about respect. If I mean, I'm not gay, so but if you're gonna come at me a certain way, or then that might be a different story. Or somebody who's like, if the skinhead guy came at me a certain way, that'd be a different story. But he's over there minding his business. I'm over here having my drink, minding my business. So whatever, you know.
Yeah,
So I mean, I don't know. It was fun though. I had a good time.
nice.
Yeah, I had a good time. A lot of people, and I just knew there was going to be a couple in there that were just a little out there, and sure enough, they were. Um, Was I uncomfortable? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't even know how to like. I've been thinking about that myself. Nobody's asked me. I just been thinking about it. Like, was I uncomfortable? I mean, I had a good time. Had my drinks. Kind of, sort of danced a little bit there at the table we're sitting at. I don't know. It's weird. If I'm being honest with you, it's a little
Well,
strange.
yeah, it's a different experience, I'm sure. So yeah, it's something to something that's different and new. Yeah, it takes time to adjust, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, I don't even know how to put it other than that. In the end, it's everything was fine. You know,
Yeah,
nothing wrong,
yeah,
nothing like that. Nothing where I could say, nothing where, you know what, nothing where I went, hey, I'm uncomfortable. Hey, can we get out of here? Type thing.
yeah.
Not even remotely close. I had a great time. It was fun. Um, I went and got in line to go to the restroom, and there was one guy in front of me, three girls behind me, and this line sort of like wrapped sort of around the bar, and so we're kind of going up, around this bar just to get to the restroom, and one guy comes up to the bar and he ordered a bottle of champagne. So the guy hands him a bottle and he turns around and he's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" We're like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "You guys are all drinking with me," and just, people in line. None of us know him, and we're like, "Okay, yeah, cool." So he starts grabbing these little paper cups, starts handing them out, and we all cheered and we all had a drink. I
Yeah.
mean, it was cool, man. It was a good time. Now before we went there, we were at the brewery, so I had already a few beers there. We get there and I had a couple of whiskey drinks. So champagne to throw on top, I was like, no, this is not gonna end well. So I went into the restroom, I dumped out the rest, but cheered, took a sip, and I felt bad, but I was like, nah, if I drink this, it's not gonna end too good.
Yeah,
That's a little too mix, a little too much to mix there.
yeah. Well, at least you know your limits. Some people don't know that. You know.
Oh yeah, I was just talking to your buddy about that actually. Knowing your limits, yeah, I've been pretty good about that. I've been drinking a long time, and I've been pretty good about it. I've only had like a few nights that where I really can't remember too much, which is kind of patchy. But to have it just be a few nights in 20 years, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you've
Yeah.
never gotten to that point, right? I don't think so.
um,
If
maybe.
anything, it'd be on your birthday.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe on my birthday, like in the old days when it used to get crazy, when we go to the bar and everyone was buying me drinks and I was mixing drinks and yeah, I still feel like I remembered those. Um,
Mm.
but I did get wasted those times.
Yeah, you're pretty wasted, and I mean I've gotten pretty wasted too, but like blackout is just another level.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, and you don't drink that much, so when your birthday came around and people were just oh dude, I just thought of something. I got a story about that. We were at one of your birthdays there. It was at a bar. Um and you had several friends there. I couldn't even tell you who they are. This is how long ago this is. I can tell you who they are, but they keep bringing you drinks. And do you know what I'm getting at?
Are you talking about when we went to Denny's after?
No, 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 no. So,
Oh, now I know. Oh, now I know. Okay.
okay. So they keep bringing you drinks, and you're not even halfway through the first one. But by this point, at this point, you're already like a three or four or five, who knows? And you still have a couple drinks in front of you, and they keep bringing you drinks, and you turn to me and you go, "Hey, drink this one,"
Yeah.
and I go, "I don't know, man." So whatever, I drank it. They bring another one. I drink your drink your drink again, and people started looking at me funny, bro. Like, what is this guy doing? We're buying them for Jason. This guy's drinking his drinks. Oh, dude. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure they weren't too happy with me that night. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
the way I saw it was like, hey, I'm just trying to save my buddy here. This isn't gonna end well for him.
Yeah,
He never drinks, and he still has two in front of him, and you still bringing him drinks. I mean, come on, shots and everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you remember who was there by chance? I don't. I really don't.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you, man. You don't have to tell me. I
maybe.
was just wondering if you knew.
Yeah,
Like, if you had.
I think Lance was there. Eddie, Jess, and I think we had, we actually had a buddy named AJ who we hadn't seen in like something crazy like 10, 15 years, and he showed up, and he was buying a lot of drinks for everyone, and
Oh, great. So I drank all his drinks.
and
I was.
we never saw him again after too.
Now we know why. He's like, screw this guy and his friends, man.
Yeah, that,
Oh man,
that was fun.
that was a good time.
Yeah,
So yeah, dude, that was the gay club. Little extra gay, but super fun. And but dude, yeah, we got to get into some fantasy because I've not been doing too good. How have you been doing?
well, we just played each other, so you.
Huh.
I got my revenge on last season.
Yeah,
I won the battle, but I may have lost the war losing Nick Chubb for the whole year.
yeah, I was gonna bring him up. You got Chubb who's out, and that's a
Yeah,
big one. Was that like your? I mean, you
first
obviously you took him early.
first pick, first pick. Yeah, the number 10 pick or something. He was my first pick.
Yeah,
Uh,
first round.
yeah, I was all excited. I usually don't get Chubb, and this year without Kareem Hunt there, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna have a huge year.
What,
And
what
of
did you
course,
just say?
usually I don't.
Oh man, you should talk to a doctor, bro.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. I'm doing good.
Okay, okay.
Wrong with that.
All right. You're good. You're good. Oh shit.
Uh,
Uh, but yeah,
he's
he's out. Like he's out for the season. That sucks, man.
and you know what? I have a story I haven't told you. Right before the game started, I was about to pick up his backup in 2 leagues, and my dad called
Ooh.
me like seriously, like 2 minutes before the game started, and my dad called me, and I was gonna do it on my phone, and we were getting into stuff, and I didn't get to pick him up. I would have had him. I would have had him in 2 leagues, and I was so pissed, man. I was thinking, okay, well, nothing's gonna happen. It'll be fine. And then
Yeah.
that gruesome leg injury, I was like, oh my god, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. Like I would have had him. Uh,
Yeah, you never know, which sucks. And what you do know is that there are going to be injuries. It's
yeah,
100%. Like that's going to happen, and it's going to happen to some really good players. And it just yeah, you can't avoid that. It's just going to happen.
yeah, and especially the running back position, brutal position, man. And this year, especially, a
Yes.
lot of running backs going down. Eckler, Barkley, yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, Barkley too. Yeah,
Barkley.
yeah. Big one for me that I was actually looking forward to was Rogers.
Oh yeah,
To for a team that I could care less about, I was actually interested in seeing what he could do with that team, and they have a couple of young guys on that team that look like they could have really done something with him.
well, that hurt my fantasy team too because my my second pick was Garrett Wilson, and instead of Rogers throwing to him, now it's Zach Wilson who is not as good as Rogers. Man.
Yeah, absolutely not, man. So yeah, I have him too in one of my leagues. So I really wanted to see what he could do with them. It would have been interesting, and that's a tough one, man. Because now who knows if if he's even going to come back to football, let alone the team. I mean, I don't know. He's 40, 41. I don't know how old he is, but
He's 39.
oh, he's 39. Okay.
39, and he seems motivated. He said on social media he was coming back. So I think so. And I even saw something that if they were to make the playoffs, he could try to come back for the playoffs. So I
Oh no, really?
yeah. So I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back. I don't know if they're making the playoffs with Zach Wilson, but
Yeah, I did not hear that. Okay, so that's cool then. I mean, we'll see. I don't like to see anybody go down like that. And not just for fantasy purposes, just in general. I mean, I want to see what this guy could really do with this team. A team that, like I said, I don't care about, but here I am interested in it.
yeah, I felt bad for Nick Chubb too, man. And like I don't care about the Browns, but you know he's always been a good running back. He runs hard, and his whole career is in jeopardy now
he
because
he's been injured before too.
yeah, that same knee and it did you see the replay? It was pretty gruesome, man.
You know what? I didn't see the replay, but I saw a picture of it, and man, it's
Yeah,
disgusting.
yeah. You just feel bad for a guy like that. That's his career, and it could be over early. And yeah, I mean, at least Rogers has had a full career, man. A guy like Chubb is still young, so it sucks, man.
Yeah, and Rogers doesn't have to run through people,
Yeah,
so he has a better shot at being back and doing his thing, even at 40,
yeah,
compared to this guy who's still a young guy. But I
yeah,
mean that leg twice like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, hopefully he gets back. I don't know.
Hopefully, but even if he does come back, can he be the same guy? Yeah, that's tough, man.
That's a brutal position, man. They get hit a lot, so
Yeah,
yeah, who knows?
and they're not getting paid. That was something Eckler made a big deal about, and they got a group of running backs together to have a Zoom call about it, and it's tough, man, because they're making a fraction of what other players are making, and they're getting injured so much, and they do a lot. Look at Eckler for the Chargers. He does so much. He's only making $6 million compared to these other guys, making Herbert's making what, like almost 50 million a year, and it's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah, what's up with him? What happened to him? His injury?
He, they're just saying ankle sprain, but I think it's a high ankle sprain, and those are tricky. So
Yes.
I think he's out at least this week. A second week in a row. He could be out 1 to 2 more weeks, just depending on how fast he heals. So I picked up Joshua Kelly, his backup, in whatever league I could. I've got him in a bunch of leagues. Uh, Last week they played the Titans, who have a really tough front seven. He couldn't get going, but I think these other games he's going to have a big workload. He's going to have some good numbers. So I'm going to be starting him for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the same thing that happened to Barkley. Maybe some sort of ankle
Yeah.
sprain.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's a high sprain or not, but
I heard it. Yeah, it could be a high ankle sprain, and there was a report today that they were saying he may even be able to play this Thursday. I don't think he's playing Thursday, but
oh really?
yeah,
I don't think. I don't think I would.
yeah. Why
It's like,
risk?
why risk it? Yeah, exactly. Let's see. We also had oh, well, Cooper Cup. Obviously, he's still out. He's been out for the
Yeah,
Rams.
your Rams, man. You have other guys stepping up. Who do
Oh,
you
a
think?
couple young guys.
Yeah, Puka. Yeah, Puka
Yeah.
and Williams. Williams.
Williams. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Akers.
Akers. Yeah.
They it was a coach's decision apparently to
Yep.
uh to sit him out. So something's up there. Um,
Yeah. Well,
but
it's last season they were trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, true. I remember he was out for like, personal reasons or whatever it was, and he missed some games also. But he was actually supposed to be the guy, wasn't he, this year? I mean, people were picking him up fairly early in fantasy football.
Yeah, but I had always heard rumblings about Williams. How last camp he was great. I didn't go to Rams camp. I didn't see, but I always heard like things about, hey, Williams could be the guy. He has a lot of talent, and now it's happening. Still,
Yeah.
still surprising it happened so soon.
Yeah, and then the receivers are stepping up and they're getting some catches. Um, it'd still be
Atwell,
nice. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, exactly. It'd still be nice to have a Coop in there though, man.
yeah, yeah.
Hopefully soon. We'll see. Hopefully soon.
But
And
people,
you know what? I was surprised they did. Everyone thought they were going to lose week one, and they got them. So that was good. And they played. I think they outplayed the Niners. If you go up and down with the stats, I think they got them on just about everything. So they kind of hung in there.
yeah, yeah, they're doing a lot better than you expected, and the opposite end, the Chargers are 0-2. A couple of
That's a
close,
tough. That's tough.
end of game, just not pulling it out at the very end of games. OT, and then coming down to the end. The defense playing terrible the first game, then they get some sacks the second game, but they still gave up a lot of points, and then the O line at the very end of both games just crumbled. Let through. Herbert got sacked at the end of both games when we needed something. So just tough, tough.
So you had said that you were pumped because of the coach possibly getting this offense going and really getting the ball out down the field. Are they doing that?
The offense has gotten going. The first game we had a historic run game. We had like something like 260 rushing yards, something crazy. Like we were averaging 5-6 yards a carry. Just could not be stopped on the ground. But then the effect of that was Herbert didn't really get going that game. Um, he had a few nice passes, but he was handing the ball off most of that game. Did not get going, and we lost a close game because the defense was so bad. But we put up 34 points, which usually should be enough. And then this last game, our passing game was better. Keenan Allen, both games were just amazing, and he's catching passes downfield. Keenan Allen, just
Mhm.
amazing. And Mike Williams got going this last game, but the main thing is we're not getting other guys involved. I thought Quentin Johnston, a guy you have in fantasy, was going to get
Yes.
going. We have not gotten him involved at all. And Josh Palmer has not done anything. Well, this last game, he had a touchdown that was overturned that it should have counted. The replay showed he tapped his toe in the rear angle, and they didn't give it to him. But yeah, I'm not happy with. We're not getting the ball down the field enough. We've done it a few times, a lot more than last year, but we still need to be doing more of it. Herbert has looked a little rusty, not playing in the preseason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some of his passes have been off, but he's still been great. I mean, he's still put up a ton of points. Um, and we couldn't get the run game going this last game without Eckler and with their tough front seven. We did not have a run game. So and now we have Minnesota, who's a great offensive team. So I feel like this is going to be another shootout. It's going to come down to the very end again, and who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. Aren't
Yes.
the next two games going to be kind of tough? They
Well,
got who do they have? Of
after that we have the Raiders at home, so I'm not
course,
as
the
worried.
Raiders.
Yeah, I'm not as worried about the Raiders. But hey, the Raiders won their first game, right?
Yeah.
They beat Denver barely by a point. So
Yep.
and division games are always tough. So it's not going to be a cakewalk, but Yeah, these are must-win games now. You start off 0-2, you put yourself in a hole. You got to start winning, or fans are
No
already
playoffs.
no playoffs. Fans are already calling for Brandon Staley's head right now. They're pissed
Yeah, already.
already. So you got to start winning. That's all there is.
Another surprise, I think, a little bit is the Bengals. Maybe uh, Joe's not really getting going. I know he's got that injury and the calf injury, and so I don't know. I think he re-aggravated it again.
He did it. That was an injury we talked about before on the show.
Well,
And
that's right. Before the season
before
started, I
the
think, right?
season, we talked. Yeah, we're like, what if he starts off slow? What if he can't go? We're like, fantasy owners are going to be freaking out, and I think we're both freaking out right now.
Yeah, I have him. I have him.
You have him. I have Jamar Chase, and Chase hasn't done
Yeah.
anything. As my number 2 pick, he hasn't done a thing.
No, he hasn't. I think he made a comment today or yesterday about trying to, that he'd like to see that ball getting thrown out to him a little bit more. So
Yeah, and
I don't know.
I think Burrow's going to need some time to sit. I think he needs some time to heal. He may be out a few games, so you know, yeah,
Yeah.
that's rough for fantasy. It's rough for the Bengals too. If they lose a couple more games, they're going to be out of it. So yeah, tough.
Yeah, and I'm seeing here that the backup, 27-year-old, has never completed an NFL pass.
That's inspiring, full of confidence.
So there you go, man.
Yeah. So what the heck? Like, do I bench Jamar Chase? I might have to.
Isn't that crazy to say something like that? I mean, they got to throw the ball somewhere.
Yeah.
Why not him? But yeah, that's the kind of decisions you get stuck with when you're doing fantasy football, man. Just like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
With him, now you got Rodgers who's out, so if you got the receivers, all this sort of stuff, man.
Yeah.
It makes it a fun season for fantasy football owners.
Yeah. Yeah. Always a lot of decisions to make. I know I'm always up late during the waiver wire tonight. Tuesday nights.
You're waiver wire guy, bro.
I
That's
am.
who you are.
I am. I'm up late checking it, seeing who I can grab. Yeah.
You always take our guys, bro.
I know, man, and I messed up this last week, man, because I could have had Williams on another one of my teams, and it was late at night. I'm like, I like all my guys I have left. I don't want to drop anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And while I was thinking about it, somebody scooped them up. Yeah. Yeah.
See? Snooze you lose, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it on like the major injuries. I don't know, unless do you know of any others?
Phew. I'm sure there are. There's always so many injuries.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like there's, a couple guys that are out for this and that. Like what was I forget, he was being evaluated for a concussion.
Oh,
Uh
Anthony Richardson. I
hmm,
have him. I have him in a league, so I gotta decide do I pick someone up? Yeah, that's tough. But,
yeah, so those guys, because I think the concussions are usually at least a game that
yeah,
they're likely to miss.
yeah. Have
Um,
you ever had a concussion before?
I don't remember.
I
No, I don't think so.
I
I don't think so.
I had a bad one once in school, elementary school. It was fifth grade.
Did you fight the booger kid?
I should have. I should have. There was so much confusion that time. I was like, what's going on here? But yeah, should have been. No,
What happened to you?
I was playing some game on the playground where some stupid game. You run around in circles, but you're going in the opposite direction. So it seems like a game that's totally not safe at all. So at full speed, me and this other kid with this giant head ran right into each other. This guy and I fell straight back, hit my head on the pavement, was knocked out for several minutes,
Wow, completely out, dude.
completely out.
Dang.
The two kids, that kid and his sister were there. They thought I was dead.
I bet at that age.
Yeah, and they didn't even get anyone. They didn't even think to go get someone.
They just left you there?
Yeah, they just.
What?
I just woke up later, like.
Where am I?
Where am
Where
I?
am I?
I
What happened?
Yeah, what happened? I was messed up. I went to the hospital. It, yeah,
What'd you do? You finally went to like a teacher or something, or how did you even get to, or you got to a hospital? They have
yeah,
to call your parents.
yeah. I was in a daze, and I was just like, I hit my head, and they called my mom, uh, and
They're like, "Ma'am, we think your son is drunk or high. You got to get over here."
yeah, and I actually went to sleep in the car ride, which you're not supposed to do after a concussion.
Mm,
But I was sleepy. I was like, I need to.
I need a nap.
Yeah. But they did the whole scan on my brain. They're like, yeah, it's a pretty bad concussion. And I
Wow.
stayed out of school for a week or two. And even when I did get back, I remember my vision was blurry. It wasn't the same. I had trouble focusing. It can mess you up, man. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I
That
think
bad. And then, how old you said? When you
fifth
were a
grade.
kid.
Fifth grade. I was.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. I think it took at least 2-3 months before I started feeling normal again. Yeah.
It just jogged your little brain there, bro.
Scrambled it, man.
Scrambled the hell out of it. That's crazy. Freaking big head Ted knocked you out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man. Sorry. So anything else on fantasy, bro? What you got? How are your teams doing? You said. Are you? I think
So
I'm 1-1 and 1-1 and 0-2. I think.
I'm 2-0 in Duncan's league. I'm in second place, out of first place by 2 points. So I'm doing good in that league. But I lost Chubb. I got Garrett Wilson. So we'll see how that goes. I'm 1-1 in my league with freaking Jamar Chase. 2-0 in
Big
Big Dog.
dogs,
Yeah. Uh,
aka Fred.
Fred.
Yeah, Fred's league. Yeah, I think. Am I 1-1 in that one? I think I'm 1-1 in yours.
The Charger leagues, I'm 1-1 and 0-2, and then I have another Chargers league with a fantasy football, or no, he's a Charger podcaster, and I'm 0-2, both close losses in that one. So yeah, we'll see how things go. You can always turn your season around with the waiver wire.
Yeah.
I've learned so.
Yeah.
Well, you know that you had a bad start and barely made the playoffs, and then you won it. So
Yeah. Last season in Duncan's league, yeah, barely made it. And then, I mean, like we said, there was some stuff going on with the Bills. Oh, how's he doing, by the way? Have you heard anything about him? What's his name?
Damar Hamlin,
Yeah.
I know that the first game he was inactive. I don't know about the second game yet. But yeah,
Okay, because I remember he was practicing. He was in pads.
yeah.
They weren't really hitting each other, but he was out there practicing. So I'm
He
curious to see if he was even suited or what.
he played in the preseason. I remember seeing a highlight of him getting a tackle in the preseason. So yeah, I don't know what the plan is with him, but yeah, just that he's out there. That's crazy, you know.
I don't know, bro. That's just scary, man.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, that's it's ballsy, and I guess that's all you know, and it's your passion, and it's what you want to do, and you feel good. Then I guess yeah, go for it, and then hopefully it all works out for the guy.
yeah, yeah. That's rough. He's so young, you know. Yeah, hopefully he makes it, or at least has a career in something with media. You know, that would be cool.
Yeah, yeah, and remember that happened to Bronny also. Have you heard anything about him?
The last I heard was it looks like he's going to be able to play again. That's what I heard.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been seen like at a different events. He was at the Dodgers game that we were at, and they give out a bobblehead of his pop.
Yeah.
Um, Dodgers Lakers related uh bobblehead, and so yeah, he's out and about. So hopefully he's good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's got, you know, a career ahead of him if he can stay healthy. So yeah.
Yeah, both super young too.
Yeah. Yeah, and LeBron, you know, there was those stories about LeBron wanting to play with him in the NBA, which that would be cool, man.
Yeah, yeah, you would hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could still happen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
LeBron's gonna be super old, man.
I know, but he's still going. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, no one has played at this level at his age. I mean, you know, maybe, you know, the closest was Kareem.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Kareem did it.
Yeah. But, you know, you think of big men, you know, they're usually able to play longer. So for a guy like LeBron who relies so much on athleticism, it's insane, man.
Yeah, yeah, definitely a different style of play between him and Kareem.
Yeah,
So for him to still be going and those knees and at the back, maybe like all this is crazy, man.
yeah,
Insane. But he puts a lot of money into his body,
yeah. Which hey, it's worth it. It's paying off for him.
bro. If I could do that, I'd be doing that too.
Yeah,
I think he puts like $1 million into his body a year or something like that.
yeah, yeah. And you think more guys should be doing that, man. I mean, this is your career. I mean, your life. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
I think that's it on fantasy, bro. I don't have anything else.
yeah,
That's it on injuries. Chubb, Rogers, Joe, Saquon, Cooper. Cooper's got to get back, man. Let's go.
yeah. But Puka owners don't want to see Cooper back.
I guess, yeah, yeah. The owners don't, but
Yeah,
Rams fans
Rams
want him.
fans. Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
Rams fans want him back.
yeah,
But I can see why he's got freaking between within the two or those 2 weeks. He's got a freaking ton of receptions already.
yeah. It's a record for a rookie. Yeah,
Record for a rookie, and then if you're playing in the league, like in your league, I mean that's extra points right there per catch. So
that's huge. Yeah,
it adds up. It adds up. Even Atwell's been getting a good amount of catches.
yeah. I have him. I have him in a league. I played him last week. Yeah, he's been good.
18. He's got Atwell. He's got 18 catches. So wait, is that right? That doesn't sound right. No, that doesn't sound right. Either way, I know they're doing pretty good, both of them. That's all that matters. And San Francisco, that was a tough game. Um, they were close there for a little while, but then San Francisco just got them. Bad plays, throwaways, interceptions.
Yeah,
That was it.
Frisco's got a lot of talent, man. A lot of talent on that team. So you know,
Yeah,
you look on paper, and it shouldn't have even been a close game at all. You know, but yeah,
yeah, they kind of kept it a little close.
yeah,
You know, with Seattle though, they always play them well for whatever freaking reason, man. It doesn't matter how good Seattle is and how bad the Rams are; they just play them well for some reason, and it ends up being a good game.
Yeah, Chargers definitely have teams like that. Like Denver. Denver's always a tough game, even if they're having a bad season. Yeah,
They just play them well, huh?
they just play them well. Yeah,
Yeah. Week one, you went to the game, right? That's what I think you were at the game.
I was at the game. Exciting game. Fun atmosphere. It was funny because the Chargers were playing well, and but Tua had an amazing game, man.
Yeah.
Him and Tyreek Hill. Hill was open all game long. I don't know why we didn't double team him, but it was funny because at the very end of the game, Dolphins fans came alive, and they were like half the stadium, and they were quiet all game, and until the very end of the game when they saw they had a chance to win, they all of a
Yeah, they
sudden,
woke up.
yeah, they woke up, they got loud, and yeah, watching them after a loss, not fun.
No, no, it's not. Walking out of there and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Fun.
It's we so week one we were at a bar and actually see if you would have been there you would have ruined it because all of our teams won. All the guys that were there because
Oh yeah,
we had a Green Bay fan in Albert. You had the Rams, myself. You had Sims with the Cowboys. You had what is it? Duncan with the Raiders.
with the Raiders. Yeah,
Will, Robert, Raiders guys, they were there, and Fred was there with his brother Frank,
yeah, nice.
and they're Niners fans.
Yeah,
So it's like, see, you would have messed that up, man.
I would have.
And they would. It was a good game though. They had them. They were right there. Just
Right there.
mm,
Just couldn't do it at the end, man. Yeah, even the last, like minute and a half, Chargers had the ball. It's like we just need a field goal, and the O line could not protect Herbert. He got sacked. Yeah, um,
not good, bro. Not good.
good.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time with just having three fantasy teams because I forget who I have in one in which one,
Yeah,
and then I don't know. I would like to keep it at two. I think at two is perfect. But it was I think a couple seasons ago. Fred was like, "Hey, do you guys want to join?" He was trying to get this together for to get some of his family in there and stuff like that. So he's like, all right, let's do it."
yeah,
But I think it's just tough to keep up, and it's been even tougher lately. Well, I just moved recently, as you know,
yeah.
and so it was craziness. It was like a lot of stress, like like weight on the shoulders. Just trying to get the move. We've all moved. It sucks.
It does.
Yeah, it just moving everything sucks. If you have to get a vehicle, sucks.
Yeah,
If you going a good distance, and you got to do a couple trips, sucks.
yeah.
The heavy stuff sucks.
Oh yeah. It does.
Everything, even the smaller stuff, sucks.
It does. Big hassle, man.
It's a hassle, and then you don't realize how much crap you have until you freaking move, and you're like, why do I even have this stuff? I must have. I don't know if we put it like in trash bags. I probably had like 3 bags full of stuff that I just didn't need and dumped.
Yeah,
And if I could, because I still got boxes everywhere over here, because I just moved. Even though it looks the same, because I still have this crap behind me. I don't want you to see what's on the other side of that. But it's hopefully there's more stuff in there I could just fucking get rid of. I think I've been trying to do that. It's funny, dude. Like I've been going through stuff that I feel like it's gonna just help me mentally, if that makes sense. And it might be weird, but for example, like just recent, I started going through all my emails.
Mm.
I keep getting crazy like alerts all day long, email, all this stuff, and I'm just like, I'm sick of it. It's always I have to look down. I got to check my phone, check my phone, check my phone. So I started like un- unsubscribing
Yeah.
from freaking almost everything, bro.
So
I'm done with it. I don't want to hear shit on my phone. I don't want to hear ringing, and so I've been doing that. I did like when I go on social media, I like post and I bail. You know, I might scroll a little bit here and there, but not like before. It was just like chilling, hanging. Oh, what's this? What's that? What's that? And then go to another one with Instagram where it bounce back and forth and go through this, go through this. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to stay off of it, but it's hard because everything's on there. Like you want to go for fantasy football, or like I said, just a post, or I'm getting messages.
yeah.
Because I'm in, as you know, I'm in the collecting uh deal. So it's like there's always people messaging or looking for something or asking a question, which is fine. I don't mind helping people out like that, but it's I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm trying to just kind of take stuff where my brain is chill. Like I'm trying to chill my brain, bro. I'm just trying to. I want to be relaxed as possible.
It makes sense. Makes sense. Did you hear Elon Musk said he's gonna start charging everyone for Twitter?
Oh well,
That
that'll make it easy for me to not be on it then.
Me too, but it's gonna be hard because that's I have a little bit of a following there, you know, and
I know.
that was my go-to for all that stuff you talked about, fantasy, uh, yeah, movie stuff. I like looking up movie stuff on there.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna be tough for me because that's where I would spend my time on social media wise, but it will be good to free up that time, you know.
Yes, and just to be off the phone, it's difficult because literally everything is on there. Like if I have to do something with my bank, like it's on my phone. Like the app is there.
Yeah,
If it's eBay, oh, I post some for eBay, or I just sold something on eBay. Well, it's on the phone, and Instagram, Facebook are on there, and Twitter's on there, and text messages, and the phone calls. Like everything's on there. So fantasy football is on there. So it's tough to stay off of it. It's very difficult.
it
But
is.
like I said, I think just little tweaks, little bit here and there helps out, and I think that's what I'm trying to do. Um, because I spend hours on it, bro. Just
Oh yeah.
and and I'm trying to really cut that time short as much as possible. It's hard.
It is. I think that's most people, man. You see people, you go out to eat and just people just looking on their phones, yeah, everybody needs to just go out more, do things. You know, that's why on the weekends we like to go to Legoland, Legoland, Disneyland,
Yeah,
wherever. Just get out somewhere, and be out and, you know, be outside doing something instead of
yeah,
on your phone or just watching TV or something.
yeah. Pull it out for maybe some pictures or something,
Yeah,
with the family.
yeah,
I don't even know how we got on this one, but probably because of the move. I think the move. That thing was had my head spinning, bro. It's just, but there's a lot more involved than just it was the move. There's a lot more involved. There was, just trying to get cash together. It's a ton of cash just to get into a place to start with.
oh
So
yeah,
just to get that together, and then it was quick. It was like, hey, you basically have like a few days type thing. Where I was staying at was place was sold. New people were coming in. They were gonna jack it up, and so it was literally like, well, we just have a few days here, and it's time to make the move. So I was scrambling, and I was stressing, man. I was losing my freaking head, like the big time.
yeah. I know. Yeah, yeah, and
And I was trying to, and Uh, I think this might be an issue that I have. I should be reaching out to people more, and I don't. I should have reached out for help. But I hate it, bro. There's nothing I hate more than bugging people and saying, "Hey, can you please help me? Move and like taking time away from people." And I know that would help me if I hit up friends. I know they would do it.
Well, you hit me up, and I felt bad because, like, you know, I wasn't able to, like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I know you were busy and stuff, and then like I said, I don't like it, bro. So before here, where we were at, I did it essentially on my own, man. I really did. And I had a little more time, so but still, I mean, I freaking refrigerator by myself. Like I was moving everything. Like I was on it, bro. I would get off work and I was on it. Boom, boom, just moving, moving, moving. And physically not the best, but I was on it, man. I handled it just to not bug people. And like I said, I know they would help, but I should do it. Um, but I didn't, and I didn't really do it this time much. We did have a friend who helped us actually. Uh, it was a ton of help. It was amazing. Um, Another buddy who came out one night and helped out for a couple hours, helped out a ton. Um, but even then, I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I hate bugging people. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. I don't want you to call me when you gotta move. That's what it is. Don't- if you're
Yeah,
moving, don't bug me, bro. Like I'm not. I don't want to come help you move. I want to chill and I watch my Netflix and I have my beer, play a video game. I don't want to go move shit.
nobody
And I
does.
think that nobody does, and I think that's what it is. I'm like, I don't want to bug somebody to come, but then you want to pay someone to move that shit. It's expensive, man.
Yeah.
It's real pricey. So then, and I'm like, I'm not doing that right now. So it was hectic, and I was at a spot where um it wasn't ideal. Um, that did I have a roof over my head? Yeah, you know. Um, That I have a phone. Yeah, I have a phone. It's recording me right now. I have my PlayStation. I have a lot. So it probably sounds like I'm I don't know, just being a dick, maybe like but I promise you, man, it was not ideal. It was not ideal. It was something that we had to do at the time, and we did it. And like I said, yeah, I have a vehicle, I have a job that I go to. I have a lot more than the guys sleeping out in the street, So I don't take it for granted. Not one day that I take it for granted that I'm able to get up and take a shower or none of that. Like I don't take that shit for granted at all. And so um I'm like trying to get at something that I don't know if I should say or not. That's why I'm like stalling a bit. Uh because all this stems from one thing that happened a few years ago, like just pre-pandemic, and it was a pretty big deal. And so that kind of screwed us into the position that we were. And so it's kind of like you're climbing this hill, and I never saw it as a mountain. Thanks for letting me talk about it, by the way, because
No.
um I'm making it the hoser episode now. But it's like you're going up this hill, and then you kind of getting up there, and you're about to see the top. It's you're getting there, and then you get punched in the stomach, and it just shoots you back a couple steps. And then okay, let's climb it again, but you feel like someone's just tugging at you. Or you're trying to get there, you get slapped in the face, like it's like something that just knocks you backwards. you know. And I never saw it as a mountain. I was always like, it's just a hill. We'll get there. We'll get there. But it's like been a few years now, and it's like, I guess it is kind of like a freaking mountain. But I'm still just looking at it as like a hill. We just got to get up there, be where we were. Been taking some hard work, um, and so and all because of this event.
Yeah.
that happened just pre-pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, which didn't help because you can do anything during the pandemic anyway. And
I think a lot of people can relate to that, man. And I'm having a tough time with my job right now. Yeah, I think with this economy and the way prices are soaring, and I think a lot of people are feeling it, man. It's not an easy time right now. You know,
I just saw $7 for gas like a couple of days ago.
it's insane, man.
It's like $7, man. Like what the hell?
I, I
That's
remember
ridiculous.
I remember when people were upset when it was like two something.
Yeah.
You
Anytime
know,
it went up, people were upset.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and there's been times where it's just been kind of like depressing, anxiousness, frustration, anger, just like a whirlwind of emotions. Uh, all stuff that maybe I felt throughout life, but right now it was like all at once, you know.
yeah,
And I'm not gonna uh, like disrespect someone who is suffering from mental health. Like I'm not saying like depression is that's just fucked up, man. That's just hard. Like true anxiety is fucked up. Like people feel like they're dying. I'm not saying I'm there. I'm just had like little touches of it here and there, where I got hit with it, and I had to figure out just a way to kind of sort of deal with it and because it was small, I could get through it and move on.
yeah,
So I would never there's disrespect anyone, say I have this or that. I'm not saying that. Uh, but it's been tough, man. It's been freaking hard. It's been hard for a little while, but this last month was freaking hell. And at least we're here now, settled in. Um, it just feels like a little bit of weight off the shoulders.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you got that done, man. And I think with the pandemic, a lot of people went through, experienced a lot of those things. Something I don't think a lot of people talk about now. We're trying to get past it, trying to move on, but I think a lot of people felt some depression. Being stuck inside. Um, you've seen, at least I've seen, a lot of road rage since that time. Even people out like at stores or like yelling. Like it's like you see more aggression than you did before. At least I have.
Yeah, it took something out of you, being stuck there. And
Yeah,
I already had like I said, we've talked about this before. I had a hard time already just sort of talking to people,
yeah,
or like, yeah, in general. And then so having to do this was tough. Then that pandemic made it even worse because all you did was just kind of stick to your own. You stick to your family, people that you're already comfortable with. So to that didn't help out with communication and just being able to get out and then talk to someone. It was weird, man. It was weird.
yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about me personally. It just made it even worse for me personally. Like I think,
I think for everyone, yeah. I'm more of an introverted person, but it's like I felt it even more. Just not talking to people, you're even more isolated, and it's like I could even see it with my dog. Like my dog was used to playing with other dogs, really friendly. Uh, he hasn't been since the pandemic because he was used to not being around other dogs. Now, he most dogs he'll bark at.
yeah, except mine, they seem to be cool.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool.
Yeah,
But on the street, he's not having it
no,
like he used to, and it changed him. Yeah,
yeah. With my dog, it was that she was always with us now because we're always home. I mean, I lucky for me, I got to still go to work. I probably would have lost my freaking mind if I wasn't able to go to work. So I was able to, but she was always with us. So ever, if we went somewhere, she was with us. So once they started to open up and the bars started to open up, that we were able to get out again and go do something, she would bark and cry and get this like anxiety about seeing us leave. And so she had to almost like we had to like retrain her to be okay to. And this is, I mean, she's older now. She's been around for a long time, so she's always been used to just staying at home while we go do what we got to do,
Yeah.
and she never had an issue with it. And during that time, because it was like over a year just sitting at home, she was losing it for a little bit. I felt bad, but we were like at the same time, we're like, we got to get out.
Yeah.
We got to go get a drink. We got to go and see people and just hang out again, man.
Yeah. Well, for me, I was just at home all the time with my son, raising my son, which that was the good part, to be with him when he was, really, really little, seeing all that. But it was also driving me crazy at the same time because uh, I was at concerts all the time, at events all the time, you know, um, and just being. We were at a new apartment, so at least that was different and new at the time. But still,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. So the few times like when you would come over and watch Laker games, we'd watch the
yeah.
Laker bubble. That that was great for me. That was the most interaction I've had. Like
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we need that more than we realized, I guess. And
yeah,
I figured out what it was for me. I figured out what it was. It was just that I mean, like like I said, we talked about it before, and it was just like public speaking was just something I was never like comfy with at all. I hated it. I hated it in school, and I just couldn't do it. So, but I think it was what it is. Like, so if I'm at a grocery store, I actually avoid people. I don't want to talk to anybody, bro. And you know what it is? It's the small talk. That's what I don't want to do. I
yeah.
think that's what I suck at, and that's why I don't want to do it. So I try to avoid everyone.
I'm the same way. Yeah, yeah. I could give a damn about the weather or what, like,
Yeah, what are you
uh,
shopping for?
yeah, like somebody talks to me about something that I don't care about. It's kind of obvious. Like,
Yep, that's me. That's me. And my girl, you know how she is. She'll talk it up with whomever. And we have the dog who, she's a cute dog, man. So we got people coming up to us all the time at the mall, wherever we're at. Oh, can I, pet your dog? And then here come the questions. And how old? What's the name of our? And I'm like, I I
yeah,
wish there was video of this, but I slowly start inching away from the conversation. I swear to God, bro. And now I'm around the corner with the dog, and she's left talking to whomever it is, bro. I'm out. I can't do it. I hate it, bro. I absolutely hate it.
I think that's why we both love Curb Your Enthusiasm, because like Larry David is great at showing that on his show, and like how he is.
Larry's great.
He's great because I think we have that same mentality. Like,
Yeah, Larry's awesome, bro.
yeah,
What
just
are we at? How much are we at on the recording there?
108. Yeah,
108, 108. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's enough of me crying. Nobody wants to hear that shit, bro. Um,
it was good, man. It's good.
it, it's the with guys. I think it's the man up. You're gonna get the man up. I think that there's a little bit of a stigma there when it comes to dudes being like, I need to talk to someone or something, that sort of thing. Where we're like you and I talk, and I probably tell you more stuff than I really do any of our other buddies. To be honest with you, I and a couple other guys, but we don't really go deep into combos. Where I think if a female says, I need to talk to someone, it's kind of like, oh, that's brave, or you realize there's an issue or a problem, and you're getting help type. And again, I'm not trying to say I need help, I'm depressed. I'm just saying that, just to talk as a guy to even a friend,
Yeah,
you know, it's a little weird. It's a little weird sometimes.
yeah, it can be daunting, but it's good, man. It's good to do. I know I
Yeah,
don't do it a whole lot either, but yeah, it's good to feel comfortable enough and to get it out because you keep things inside, it just it can tear you up.
that's the worst.
It's the worst. That's like going back to the thing with my grandpa. That's why I had to talk about it. Why I had to post about it. It upset some people, and I understand that. But I had to get it out, man. I couldn't let that
It's
fester.
for your mental.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It's just for your mental, and then yeah, it felt good to talk about it a little bit, to be honest with you. Just kind of say it, cuz you just kind of like you're going through it, and I've been going through it lately, and it's just going around in here. Like, there's nobody. Who am I gonna say it to?
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I can say it to my girl, but then she's got the same sort of things going on too. So it's just kind of like we're just bouncing it off each other. It just doesn't really help much.
yeah, yeah. Get that shit out, man.
Got to get it out. And I've been saying this since earlier, man. I really want to say something so bad, bro. You have no idea. You have no idea. I want to get it out. Maybe I'll do it some other time. If I feel like it, I'm just gonna bring it. I want to call someone out, bro. Honestly, this is all this,
I
you know,
know.
that is going on right now is because of someone. If if all this was my doing, if my living situation was not ideal because I decided to start doing drugs, I became an alcoholic, I decided to gamble my money away, whatever the case may be, because I did that shit to myself. Well, then that's me. But when all this stems from fucking some fucking idiot,
Someone you trusted.
someone that was a fucking brother to me, and we're here today because of this person, essentially. And again, it's the man up, man up, man up. I know, and uh, but a very high percentage is because of this person and what this person did to us, basically. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. If I had done this shit to myself, well, then I have nobody to really blame but myself, and just be like, well, man up, get off the drugs, or stop gambling, or stop whatever the case. It's on me. But when it's someone else's hands, bro, that's when it's fucking tough, and that's what we've been dealing with now. And then, like I said, it was pre-pandemic, but then the pandemic didn't help, and it's been crazy, bro. It's just been nutty. But one of these days, I'm gonna call these fucking people out because
Yeah,
they deserve it, because they're out there telling their story, and it's the wrong one. It's the wrong one, because they're not gonna say what they really did. Why would they say what they really did?
yeah,
They're not gonna tell the truth. They're not gonna tell their family members and their friends exactly that they did something bad. Why would they say something like that? So their story's false, to be honest with you. But who knows? Maybe one day, bro. Maybe one day. I just don't. That's enough. That's enough sad stuff for now.
yeah. Well, hey, man, you guys got a new place now. You're hey, let's it's only gonna go up from here. So,
That's the hope. We shall see. That's the hope.
yeah,
All right, man. Well, half the show was fun. Uh, The other half was the hoser crying show. So I apologize, but
Oh no,
thanks, dude. It actually feels good to let a little bit out at least, and and but once I start thinking about it, it's again like this burning right in the center, man, right in the freaking center, right there. But it's good to let a little bit out. So thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
no problem, man. Let's, uh,
And yeah,
let's,
let's
let's do this again soon. And
yeah, man, for sure.
yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Um, yeah, we'll be back hopefully next week.
Yeah, hopefully soon. If you like sad stories, subscribe, smash.
I can always come up with another booger story next time.
Yeah, we'll make something up.
I, I have a story related to that next time.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll try to make it a little more fun next time. All right, dude. Thanks, man.
All right,
Appreciate you, bro.
all right,
Peace.
peace.